Yesterday, shocking recordings made public opinion. The Russians carried out executions on civilians. New Srebrenica, the Ukrainian city of Bucza, was in the hands of Russian animals for several weeks. Local civilians were being executed arbitrarily, some with hands tied behind their backs, their bodies scattered in the streets of the city. Bastards, excuse me, the tank fired next to me. Dogs. We sat in the basement for 2 weeks. There was food, but no light, no heating. We heated the water with candles. We took bottles here to drink warm water. We slept in felt boots.
The
city of Bucza faced military actions, and the enemy left us gifts after fierce fighting, inhumane treatment of civilians. Let me give you an example. The bodies of those killed are still lying on the streets of Bucza. Their hands were tied behind their backs with white civilian rags. They were shot in the back of the head. So you can imagine what kind of lawlessness they have committed here. We will record all of this, and this material will be used before the tribunal, but I would not like to talk about it now. You should understand how relieved we are now. The Kiev region has been liberated from Russian troops. However, the president of Ukraine warns that the situation in the east is still very difficult. Our defenders are still regaining control over towns in the Kiev and Chernihiv oblasts. More and more Ukrainian flags are hanging in areas that were once occupied. The Ukrainian armed forces do not allow the enemy to withdraw without a fight. They hit them, destroying everyone we can reach. We are strengthening our defenses in the east and in the Donbass. We are aware that the enemy has the resources to put pressure on the eastern part of our country. This week, the Ukrainians liberated, among others, Irpień, Bucza, and Hostomel. The area is still being cleared of mines. The Russians left many mines. Only yesterday, a few hundred different unexploded bombs, various explosives, various mines were cleared from Irpień by appropriate services, by sappers. Irpień was also recaptured in the fights, while Bucza was not. Ukrainians entered Bucza about 2 days after the Russians left. As a result of Russian actions, the world's largest plane, Antonov An-225 Mira, which was stationed at the Hostomel airport, was destroyed. The sadness is indescribable. I just realized that exactly 2 months ago I made my last business trip. I never imagined something like this would happen. The mayor of Boryslav, Alexander Shapovalov, was released from Russian captivity. He had been there for 2 weeks. Russians in Ukraine are committing murders, rapes, and lootings at all times. Ukrainian troops regaining the cities find places abandoned in panic. Shocking data was presented by the expert on Eastern affairs, Sergei Sumlenny. Russia planned to easy take Kiev within 3 days, following the capitulation of Ukraine. Russian army units were followed by thousands of riot police. Russian army purchased 45,000 body bags and brought mobile crematories. I am sure they have planned mass executions for Ukraine. Diplomatic attempts to end this war are ongoing. As reported by the Ukrainian side, the chances of a meeting between Volodymyr Zelensky and Vladimir Putin are growing. The talks are to take place in Ankara or in Istanbul.